Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Phalai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we made our way into Caed Nua, looked through it, killed a lot of shades and a bunch of spiders, and have made our way down into the dungeons beneath it. We need to find Maerwald somewhere in here. Got a locked door here. Maybe there's something inside. Oh. I think I found him. Hold on.
No.
Okay, so ignore that door for a moment, and let's see what we have elsewhere in this room. May as well. I explore. And we've got more spiders.
Let's go!
Surely there will be some interesting loot in here. Let's see. Blunting belt. Pierce and slash DR resistance. Cobblestones and bricks are bound to the rusted old cart by thick spider webs. And there's Zaurups down here. See that coming. And got him. And we got a key out of it. A shimmering wall of energy extends across this doorway like a curtain. It repels forward movement with unnatural force. Interesting. Perhaps the voice in that throne upstairs knows more. Could be. We'll keep looking around, seeing what we can find. More spiders, it looks like.
Let's go!
That's it!
Well, at least you guys are still shooting. There we go. Got those spiders dealt with. Dead body over here. Oh, stone beetles. Okay. Surprisingly resistant to being hurt.
That's not...
Hold on. How about you go ahead and cast this? That helped a bit. And can we finish this thing off? There we go. That thing was surprisingly durable.
Got it.
Big open area here. With more spiders, it looks like. Some fine scale armor. Weathered and covered with a dull patina, this elaborately carved pillar appears far older than the surrounding structure. Oh, geez, that's a spider queen. Alright, kill all the spiderlings, please. You focus your big gun on that. Get the ivory spiderling dead. Now focus on the big spider queen, please. It's big and scary, and I don't like it. Yeah, cast that. How about you cast it again? Almost got it. There we go. That was big and scary. And we got... I'd react.
Sure.
I'd react to that. And we've got a tiny spider. A new little pet, I guess. Far smaller than its wilder cousins, this pocket-sized spider has surprisingly alert little eyes. It circles around to look up at you whenever you approach. Okay, interesting. Not really anything of note there. Well, this is fancy. And leads outside, I think. Indeed it does. The endless paths of Caed Nua. Well, I guess we're going down to level 1. Let's head back to clearing this place out. Oh, there's a body.
A simple
Pick that lock.
That's settled.
We've got a wood beetle. Different from a stone beetle. And it dies much more easily. Alright. Anything of note in here? Few things. Okay, let's keep clearing out this place.
Let's go.
Another spider.
Let's go.
There we go. I'm glad the spiders are at least relatively easy to kill. Looters! I didn't expect to find a bunch of looters in here. Currently attacking a foe with at least one defense that is much higher than the accuracy of the character attacking it. I don't know who. Point is, it needs to die. Oh no, finish off that looter, please. Okay, there goes that one. Now for the other one needs to finish off. There we go. Okay. That was a little concerning. And there's a looter here. Oh, a body here. Looks like that's about everything there was around here, so the only option we have left is to pick the lock. Alright. Well, let's save before we go in here. Also, actually, before I do, I did happen to get blunting belt. How about I give it to you, Durance? That'll probably be very useful. And, now that I think about it, you can take this amulet of health and... Cloak of Aethe... Oh no, you are stuck with cloaks. Okay. Fine scale armor? Actually, probably not the worst. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's an S-stock, not a greatsword. Okay, never mind. Alright, let me drop down a save. Alright, let's head into here. Oh, we have the key. Good.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
A large, liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room, his white hair a tangled, stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Maerwald? He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Maerwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
I'm a watcher. I met a woman in Gilded Vale who thought you could help me.
Maerwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
The old man turns his body away and has another muttered, sputtering argument facing the wall. When he turns back to you, he has taken a confident stance and his chest is puffed out like a soldier's. A new strength enters his voice.
Come to speak to Maerwald? Maerwald whose touch is poison? Maerwald who knows not his effect?
The man's posture folds, and the hands he's held strongly at his sides a moment ago resume their original tremors. His voice is feeble and tentative. I was told I am a watcher, and that you could tell me more about it.
And about a tablet of some worth after that. Once you two are finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
With a quick spasm, his shoulders strengthen and his voice becomes strong.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
He tilts his head forward, glowering at you, and his voice is raspy.
Little I knew.
He shrinks down and is himself once more. He cradles his face in shaking hands. I was accosted by spirits on my way here. What do they want?
No. No! Forgive me! Forgive me!
Maerwald staggers backwards, staring off at some imagined phantom. He covers his mouth with his hand, his breaths convulsing, his eyes red and exhausted. You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Alof's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Maerwald has lost control. Maerwald's body no more.
Poor guy. The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Maerwald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Maerwald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives.
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Maerwald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Maerwald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
War of Tree. Oh, of course. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. This was in the early period of Aediran colonization, fighting between the Deerwood colonists and the native Glenfathans, you see. But that was a long time ago.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Maerwald's voice becomes raspy and he is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this hattier bitch an heir that belongs in Heir Glodfath.
Maerwald cringes himself again, watching something he can't bear to see, shaking his head over and over. He wails.
His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better that than to live in weakness.
Take your time, it's over now. It was long ago. Continue when you're ready.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
I think I understand. Considering this is all reincarnation and the like, in a way, the Marauder basically raped a woman in the War of the Stone. The woman had a boy. The Marauder was slain, and his soul ended up going into the boy that was his son. The boy who was raised into a soldier that ended up fighting back in the War of the, what was it, Black Trees? The Tree War. And then when that boy eventually died, his soul ended up in Maerwald at this point. So, wow, that is twisted. Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Aloth looks at the old man in horror. By the Elsh's crooked ban? Maerwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder. Lies and vengeance. And dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
I'm afraid I don't know.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented our memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere, since I became a watcher. Tears well in Maerwald's eyes.
Oh no. Oh no, no, you too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy.
Poor woman. Poor woman.
They will take you too.
What, an inevitable madness? That can't be right. There's always an answer to be found if you look hard enough.
You're saying I'll end up like you.
So fragile the Watcher's mind. So real his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
He pouts, as though holding his mouth closed so that the answer won't escape. At length he nods. If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Maerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
His face trembles involuntarily. There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No, always there, always remembered. Can't forget, can't unsee.
I didn't just remember, though. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead, books of burden, queens that were. Known to me are they, the leaden key.
The leaden key? It seems we share an enemy, Laniara. Assassins and Watcher Wakers both. They certainly keep busy.
What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets, secrets, and deceptions, and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is this queen they pray to?
Woodica, goddess, crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
If the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Maerwald's bushy white eyebrows edge upward. He begins muttering to himself just as you are about ready to repeat your question, he speaks. Do you know where I might find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
I need to go, so I can search for this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Maerwald nods at you, a look of understanding on his face.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
Before you turn to exit, he tilts his head forward. His eyes lock with yours, cold and dangerous, his voice gravelly. Take it easy. I'm not going to betray anyone.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Oh dear. I guess I'm going to be slaying him. It is a pity, but
Let's go.
I'd consider it putting him out of his misery after everything that's happened. Poor guy. You know what? Cast a few spells, like this one. You're about to die. Get out of there, please. You can heal yourself, can't you? And maybe cast that. You are going to cast that again. And yeah, restore that. That helps, definitely. We've almost got Maerwald. We're kinda out of spells, though. Do you have anything that you can cast? You know what? Go there, and... It's not much, but it might be something. And he's been slain. There is a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Maerwald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There's something unique about the soul in this place. A bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you. As though even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. Laniara was granted Speaker to the Restless. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive, its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. We can bind his soul here as an eternal warning, sever it, allowing him to pass from this world, or siphon knowledge from the connection. Binding his soul here seems like a horrible idea and incredibly cruel. I'm not going to do that. Sending him to peace or siphoning knowledge. Draw upon the energy... Hopefully this is not just a one-time thing. Draw upon the energy of the rope itself, siphoning knowledge from the connection. You turn both ends of the rope towards you, bringing them into contact with your essence, and as you do, the fibers turn to copper, and through them an energy is conducted into your being. You are traveling downward now, beneath the place you stand, seeing places dank and cobwebbed and malignant, like some untended garden overgrown with flora and overrun with vermin. Below everything, at the very bottom, you glimpse for an instant some being you can't quite make out, presiding over it all with a brilliant and terrifying power. One image remains in your perception. A circular room with a stone table that resembles the sun, in an area guarded by suits of armor that move of their own volition. It is deep, not far from the very bottom. There is a door in that room, invisible to all but the most fastidious of eyes, and beyond it, something shimmering, something powerful. As the image fades, you find yourself in Caed Nua once more. Maerwald's soul is nowhere to be seen.
Hey.
Eh?
And so he is slain. Well, we have Maerwald's grimoire. You can investigate that. So you have learned Spirit Shield. Shield is spirit energy, granting an increased damage reduction. Okay, that would be good to have. Thrust of Tattered Veils, a quick strike of crushing force, dealing little damage, but high chance to disrupt enemy spellcasters. And Bulwark against the elements, a mystical shield around the caster, suffusing them with bonuses to burn, freeze, corrode, and shock damage. Okay, fair enough. So let's see. Maerwald is not in any condition to answer questions when we found him. Adair will have to decide how to proceed from here. Maerwald was too far gone to give us answers. We'll have to navigate the ruins beneath the keep on our own. Maerwald grew hostile after our conversation and suddenly attacked me. I had no choice but to kill him. I have gleaned what knowledge I could from his spirit, and it has shown me a vision of someplace far below, a secret chamber of some kind near the bottom, connected to a circular room with a table shaped like the sun. He has given me much to think about. He suggested my soul had been awakened to past lives, as his had. If Maerwald is any indication, being a watcher with an awakened soul comes with a heavy price. He has directed me towards the City of Defiance, which seems as good a place as any to seek out members of the Leaden Key, the group which awoke this affliction within me. However, Maerwald has told me that... Okay, speak with the steward. Maerwald is dead, and what answers he provided me were short and cryptic. The steward in the Great Hall of Caed Nua appears to have been the only other sentient being in the fortress. She may be able to provide some guidance. And there were a few level ups. Also, people wish to speak with us. I guess I can throw in level up. I have as much survival as I want. I would like lore just because it can help. Well, yeah, go ahead, put in points in lore, so that I can continue on with the knowledge I have. As for fighter abilities, let's see. I think a Guardian stance would be interesting. Actually, Into the Fray would probably be good because I'd basically be jumping right in. We'll go with that. But that's not all. Adair also leveled up. I'll try and get him to tier 6 survival. You... Did I give you any specialization? Yes, you do have Weapon Focus Adventurer. Okay, fine. You can Weapon Specialization Adventurer. I could have done that with the other guy, couldn't I? I'll go with that. Weapon Specialization Adventurer. I'm just gonna get these level ups done. Aloth, you gotta level up. Okay. Probably worth it to have a little bit of survival. And a bit of athletics, I suppose. And you can get more spells. Nice. You've got many spells here, I don't need to worry about those. Level 3. Can take any 2. Arcane Dampener, which... Beneficial effects suspended. That would be good. That slows people a fair bit. Drains health. Higher attack speed. Makes people easier to hit. Brings up something to attack someone. Ooh, Minnaletta's Bounding Missiles. That's one I remember is very useful to have. So we'll take that one and... expose vulnerabilities. And... did you level up? No, but you're close. Well, we'll talk to people in the next episode, because this one has gone on about long enough. Oh, right, you. Okay, you already have the spells in tier 3. That's good, that's what I want. Probably want to change some of these a little bit. Maybe. Either way, I think I'm done. Okay. Next episode... we'll be speaking with Kana, see what he has to say, and then go upstairs and speak with, what was her name? The curator? The steward. Not the curator. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Laniara, Adair, Durance, Aloth, and Kana. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.